Yeah, I just saw Mandy at London Film Festival.
How was she?
Yeah, surprisingly good spirits actually. Yeah.
You're a special one, Mandy. I, too, am a special one.
Anyway, so Mandy, which is the new movie by Laszlo Panaflex, I think, is it? I don't know how you pronounce it. Panos Cosmatos?
Yeah.
Whatever. Small budget revenge horror movie with Nicolas Cage, and everyone's going crazy for it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I had a really good time. It's sort of, I think it's going to be a divisive movie in the way that Nicolas Cage is quite divisive. I think my feeling is Nicolas Cage is an actor of limited means, but you get him in the right movie, and his shtick that he's got, his thing works.
Every
really
5
well.
years or so, he'll make one.
And everything just kind of falls into place. It's like a Swiss watch, and everything just works correctly. And you get this is
even a broken clock is right twice.
Yeah. Even Nicolas Cage manages to bash out something. Stars with Andrea Riseborough, and he's a sort of a woodsman. I don't know how you call it. He works for a logging company or something, and they're living out in the middle of nowhere, wilderness in the USA, and they're this sort of slightly odd couple who clearly enjoy the solitude of the wilderness. They're a bit weird. She wears a lot of Motley Crue tops, draws lots of sort of weird cartoons. Seems to have a part-time job in a shop somewhere in town, and they're like a couple of odd fuckers who live together, and they get one day Andrea Riseborough has a chance encounter with this sort of travelling religious cult, a kind of Manson family-esque, led by Linus Roach,
Thomas Wayne from Batman Begins.
Yeah. Sees Andrea Riseborough, is immediately sort of captivated by her, and says to his acolytes, "I must have that woman." So I wouldn't to go into too many details, give it away, but Nicolas Cage, Andrea Riseborough get attacked by this this cult, and it's a fairly on the surface a sort of fairly obvious, well, not fairly obvious, fairly standard revenge movie.
Run of the Sawmill. Very good, very nice, and it's a revenge movie. So Nicolas Cage has to, take revenge on this cult. That's great.
Which, again, it sounds fine, but little things about this just kind of elevate it to so where it's a bit more fun. So first of all, you've got the big thing is kind of Nicolas Cage, Andrea Riseborough. I think give really, really great performances. They're this oddly sort of weird, trippy couple. It'd be odd. Andrea Riseborough is sort of like spaced out, kind of free spirit. Nicolas Cage does Nicolas Cage driven to the point of madness. There are a lot of scenes of him. There's a scene where it's like a one-take scene of him drinking the best part of an entire litre of vodka in his underpants, which goes on for about 2 minutes, and it's just, it's a joy to watch. Really great. It's almost hysterical to the point where it feels like it's almost camp, like it's knowingly excessive. It's Nicolas Cage is in this for a reason. He's going to give you this sort of performance. Is going to be. A lot of people will watch this and go, fucking nonsense, but a lot of people, and brilliant, this is exactly what I want to see from my Nicolas Cage revenge movie. There's a scene where he takes time out to go to a sort of blacksmith's forge to literally forge his own solid metal axe, and you have Nicolas Cage sort of pounding on and
Is he muscly in this movie?
Not really, no. He's bearded.
It's crazy evil. You think you're so in love? I'll show you love.
It's got this fantastic look to it, lots of
like strong, intrusive, like neon reds. It has this sort of like a giallo look, or something like it. I mean, you know, Suspiria. If it's in the original Suspiria, you know, that sort of piercing red that you get through a lot of scenes. It's shot by Benjamin Loeb. I have no idea who Benjamin Loeb is, but it looks great. It's got this great kind of, you know, mood to it. You know, sort of smoky, sort of hazy. It looks fantastic. It's great. It's sort of it's a film of two halves. You know, the first half is slow, deliberate, kind of moody, sort of enigmatic, tantalising, and the second half is this sort of building violence. It's a violent movie. It's sort of it's kind of schlocky violence. It's not sort of horrible Gaspar Noé violence that builds and builds with this sort of sense of hysteria, and every so often it'll sort of dip into these bits of animation or something sort of druggy, I guess, you know, sort of like some atmospheric animation. I enjoyed it a lot. It's
fun.
It's a really, really good experience. You know, it's striking aesthetically. It's engrossing narratively. It's got a couple of great performances. I think it's up to 11 to the point where a chunk of the audience I don't think will like it. I think it's going to be a Marmitey film where you either go, hey, what do you think of Mandy? It's great, or it wasn't for me. I enjoyed it a lot. I really did. It was great, and it's really nice to see, you know, Nicolas Cage going wild with an axe.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, Mandy, you came and you
drove and you stroked me. Do you know that the Mandy song is originally, I think, a cover of a song which was about brandy, the drink?
I thought it was a joke. I thought the song was Andy.
Oh, Andy?
Yeah, isn't it Andy? Oh, Andy, did it? What's the song?
Mandy.
Is it Mandy?
It is Mandy, but I think originally it was Brandy. Or maybe that's Brandy, you're a fine girl.